In this video, VATRER Power is going to be giving away this server rack battery that's valued at almost $1,000. I'm going to be choosing which one of my subscribers is going to be receiving it. If you're interested in solar for your RV, your house, or your off-grid property, these batteries are going to be the foundation of your power supply. First off, let's start off with the simplicity of this battery. There are no communication ports on this battery. That means you'll have to set the parameters on your inverter for charging this battery. This battery simply has the touchscreen and the on and off breaker. A simple battery like this means that you're going to be able to use almost any inverter or LiFePO4 charger. Okay, so as far as the display screen is concerned, when we turn it on here, it's going to show us the state of charge of the battery. The battery comes charged at about 52%. This is a touchscreen, and you're going to be able to see the individual battery voltages. This screen will also let you know if the battery is in a normal status. This display screen shows you the state of charge of each battery and also shows you the status of the battery, making sure it's in normal working condition. Okay, let's open this thing up and see what's inside. All right, inside the battery here, we have the battery management system. You see the back side of the LCD screen, your breaker, and your two bus bars for positive and negative. Down here in the bottom, looks like it's one of your temperature sensors. We also have a temperature sensor here. Okay, right here, I see another temperature sensor. Your positive going to one end of the battery bank here, and your negative, of course, is what's always running through your BMS. Okay, everything in this build looks very nice and very organized. Let's put it back together. Okay, so for those of you that don't know, this is a LiFePO4 battery, which is a lithium battery. It's a server rack battery. The voltage on this battery is 51.2 volts. This is what they consider a 5 kilowatt hour battery. If you had two of these batteries, it would be considered 10 kilowatts. Many of you know, if you've already seen some of my previous videos, that I installed two of these VATRER batteries in my off-grid system. So 10 kilowatts of these batteries are in my system now, and we're going to upgrade it to 20 kilowatts. Okay, let's get these two batteries integrated into our current system. Okay, so here's my current system. And here are the two new batteries we're integrating into this current system. This current system here consists of two EG4 3000 watt inverters. Paralleled together is what's going to make 6,000 watts of power going to my cabin. Each one of these inverters has its own T-class fuse on the battery lines here for safety. I have also installed a disconnect breaker right here on each inverter. The wires coming from the inverter run directly down to the two batteries that we've been using. And now we have the other two batteries to run all four of these batteries together. We're also going to be installing two of these 600 amp bus bars. The bus bars are used as a main hub where all of the power is integrated together between the batteries and the inverters. All right, so let's get these bus bars mounted. So the first thing I wanted to do was get the batteries out of the way because we have to rewire the whole system. I'm going to go ahead and put this 2x6 up here, and this is what we're going to mount the bus bars to. These here are 600 amp bus bars. They can safely hold 6 of these server rack batteries. So there's two bus bars here. The one on the left here is for the positive, and the one on the right here is for the negative. So right now we are cutting the wires back to the exact same size on each inverter. So the positive and negative are the same length here, and the positive and negative are the same length here, and they're both the same length all together. Okay, so we just made our own wires here, and we made them all the exact same size to go from the battery to the actual bus bars here. The maximum output of these batteries is around 100 amps each. You're probably not ever going to pull that much power from it, but it's good to have everything rated correctly. So we're basically going to be taking all of the positives from the battery and running them to the positive side on the bus bar, and then we're going to take all the negatives here off the battery and run them to the negative sides of the bus bar. Using these bus bars is going to guarantee that we get an even distribution of power in between the batteries. There's one more important thing here. You have to make sure that every single wire is cut the same length, positives and negatives. You don't want any of the wires being any longer or any shorter. It'll definitely cause an imbalance in the charging of the batteries. These bus bars cost me $79, and I'm going to leave a link in the description for all of the parts I used in this system. Okay, my friends, we have all of the batteries hooked up and the system is all together and ready to go. It's time to turn it on and make sure everything is good. So let's flip it on. Nothing blew up yet, so I guess we're doing good. All right, all these batteries are pretty close, 100%, 100%, 99, and 99. Now we're going to go ahead and flip on the breakers to the inverters here. And then we're going to reach underneath now and turn it to the on position. Here we go. We're firing everything up. So far, so good. Waiting for the power to kick on to the house. Haven't seen the voltage come out to the house yet. There it goes. 120 volt, 120 volt. All right. PV input on that side. And We're gonna go to PV input on this side. All right, now we're gonna turn on the solar panels down here. There's one, and there's two. That's 700 watts there, 500 watts, 600, 700 there, 1,000 there, 1,000 there. So yeah, we're still pushing a couple thousand watts. Of course, the batteries are fully charged, so it's gonna shut off here in just a second. We're pushing 2,000 watts in, and the sun is way over there behind the trees. You know, we're pretty much done for the day as far as charging, but it's such a large array that we're getting in tons of power still, even at the end of the day. So yeah, there it is. It's working good. All right, remember guys, we're going to be giving away one of these VATRER server rack batteries to one of my subscribers that post a comment with the most likes. So if you post the best comment and you get the most likes, you're going to receive this battery for free. Okay, so this battery is valued right at $1,000, but if you want to purchase this battery using my 5% discount, you're going to be able to buy it for around $890. In order to qualify for the giveaway, make sure that you put in your comment hashtag VATRER giveaway and hashtag VATRER Easter. So if you win, this battery will be free shipping to your front door, no questions asked. By the way, that's the cool thing about these batteries, is that there's never a shipping charge when you order them. Some companies tend to charge a freight fee for these heavy things, but not this company. Okay, so the winner will be contacted through your YouTube comment and let you know that you won. Make sure you're checking your comment to see if you won, or make sure your notifications for YouTube are turned on. I'm also going to be releasing a video on April 25th announcing the winner at that time. So if you're interested in these batteries, I'll leave a link in the description so you can purchase them. I'll also leave a link in the description for this exact setup. I'll leave links to the EG4 inverters, the bus bars, the T-class fuses, and even the solar panels. This system I have here now will run you around $8,000, but it is a massive system. You could do like I did and just have a system half this size and then add to it as you go, just like I did. If you remember in the beginning, I had one inverter and 8 lead acid batteries, and I only had 12 solar panels. Now I have 20 solar panels totaling 7,000 watts. I have 2 inverters that are capable of pushing 6,000 watts. And now these 4 server rack batteries are 400 amp hours at 48 volts, and that's considered 20 kilowatts worth of batteries. So yeah, this system is no joke, and I'm going to show you exactly what it'll run this summer. It's perfect for an off-grid cabin like mine. All right guys, thanks for watching, and I'll see you in my next video.